Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today the topic of discussion is langue parole. Firstly, we describe what is langue. The langue, langue, the French word langue mean language or tongue, and parole means speech, enters the vocabulary of theoretical linguistics with Ferdinand de Saussure's course in general linguistics, which was published posthumously, means after the death of originators in 1915. Langue represent the work of a collective intelligence which is both internal to each individual and collective, in so far as it beyond the will of any individual to change. Saussure point out that the single word linguistics cover two different kind of study. The first one is the study of langue and the second one is the study of parole. The study of langue would be focused instead on generally applicable condition of possibility. Langue is collective pattern which exist as sum of impressions deposited in the brain of each individual, like dictionary of which identical copy have been distributed to each individual. It exists in each individual, yet it is common to all. Next, what is parole? Parole is also a French word, means speech and related to speaking. Parole is individual approach to knowledge. The study of parole would be entirely focused on individual utterance, using all available resources of formal and empirical study to analyze actual statement, usually within a specific language. Parole designates individual acts, statements, and utterance. Next, we describe what is distinction between langue and parole. Langue, the main point of distinction between langue and parole can be summed up as follows. Langue is stable and institutionalized. Parole is mobile and personal. Langue is passive, parole is active. Langue is social, fact, and general for community. Parole is individual and idiosyncratics. Langue is sum of properties shared by all speaker of a community. Parole contain infinite number of individual properties. A scientific study can only based on langue. Parole is amenable, capable of being treated to scientific study. Amenable mean capable of being treated to scientific study. Langue is an abstraction. Parole is concrete manifestation. Langue is language as a speaker is expected to use. Parole is language in actual use. Langue is set of conventions and habits handed down to next generation ready-made. Parole is diverse and variegated. Lang is fixed and parole is free, means we can change. Lang is potential form of language. Parole is an actualized form of language. I hope you understand what is the difference between lang and parole, and thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.